the graduate students to please begin to process. And they will be coming in this order. First, the postgraduate diploma. Then after that, the MSc, the masters, and then the PhDs. Can we please have fanfare, please? Procession fanfare. Procession fanfare, please. The graduates you see processing so far are the postgraduate diploma and the MSc. All in their college attires, all in their college gowns. The postgraduate diploma, the MSc, are the ones processing now on you. They are the ones processing now on you. We appreciate the presence of AIG Arongwa Wansway. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much, sir. The Managing Director, ITV Radio, Engineer Elvis Obasi, Independent Television and Radio. Thank you very much for being here, sir. You're welcome. Thank you. The MSc graduates are still processing. You can see them in their different college colors of red, purple, yellow, green, and all those colors you have. And the PhD students are just entered the hall in their procession. You can see them in their red, beautifully adorned and led by Dr. Imanobe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Adorned in their red. Thank you very much. That is the university culture. Procession is a very, very beautiful university culture. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. May I announce the arrival of one of the honorary degree recipients, our own very Lieutenant General Yusuf Buratai, retired. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are pleased to have you, sir. Announcing his arrival. Thank you very much. And of course, also the arrival of one of also the honorary degree recipients, Honorable Justice Joe Itsebaga Acha. Thank you very much, retired. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. We appreciate your presence. Thank you very much. Just to let you know that the procession you see is that of the doctorate degree graduates. Thank you very much. When we do what after the protocol is done, I want to receive it there, so I may come back to thank you for putting on your office. Just to put your notice once again that as soon as the Chancellor's procession begins to come into the hall, we are requested to be upstanding and to remain standing until they make their way to the platform, and then we begin the opening ceremonies. I will kindly request that we be upstanding throughout the opening ceremonies. Thank you very much. We appreciate your presence and your being here. Thank you also for your patience all this while. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Just to let you know that Igbinedion University Okada commenced activities in May 1999, being the very, very, very first private university in Nigeria, blazing the trail in private university education. Thank you very much. And that was the wonderful dream that God gave the Chancellor, the very, very honorable Chancellor, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion Osaweru. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir, for the dream that you made to come to pass. After the procession of the doctorate degree graduates, what we see now is the procession of the college colors. The college colors, the College of the Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, College of Arts and Social Sciences, the Sanusi College of Business and Management Studies, the Abdul Salami College of Engineering, the Obaredua College of Law, the College of Health Sciences, and of course the Dora Akunyili College of Pharmacy. This deserves a round of applause. Can we just put our hands together in appreciation? Thank you very much. Thank you. What a beautiful procession. And of course, the next procession is that of the Senate of the university, made up of the deans, the directors of directorates, and the head of departments of college, of the heads of department, of course. And they have just started making their way into the hall in that beautiful procession that is very characteristic of the university culture. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. The procession of the Senate is still ongoing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. May I request that we please be upstanding now. The hall, please be upstanding now. Thank you very much. Please be upstanding and remain standing. Thank you. Visiting Vice Chancellors have just processing. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. This is the Chancellor's procession, and it's being led by the man of the mess. Thank you very much. Thank you. What a beautiful procession. That is the Chancellor, beautifully done. Thank you, thank you, sir, for being here. The Chancellor, sir, to look for that. Sir, where are you doing from? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please remain standing for the opening ceremonies. Thank you very much. To begin the process of the opening ceremonies this afternoon, may I request the representative of the Catholic Archbishop of Benin, Archbishop Augustine Akabreze, represented by Reverend Father Dr. Augustine Ehegie, to please come to the podium to take the opening prayer. Please remain standing after the opening prayer for the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the university's anthem. Thank you very much. Please remain standing.
We invoke the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit over this assembly to guide and protect us and bless us, to continue to bless the school, the institution, as she marks another landmark event in her life today. Going to guide and fortify her steps towards attaining her goal, knowledge and excellence. We ask this through Christ our Lord. The name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Please stand by for the national anthem. The university's anthem, please. That deserves a round of applause. Thank you very much. You may kindly be seated. Thank you very much. Please be kindly seated. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Igbinedion University of Canada, Professor Ikechukwu Ezemonye, welcome you to the 21st Convocation ceremonies for the award of higher degrees and honorary degrees, this 25th day of November, 2023. Thank you very much. With your kind permission, I will introduce the dignitaries here present and thereby establish the protocol for this event. Thank you very much. And I begin. Honorable Speaker of House of Representatives, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, ably represented by Honorable Abubakar Hassan Fulata, Chairman House Committee on University Education, who is also here in his personal capacity. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you very much, sir. You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Godwin Noakase Obaseki, Executive Governor of Edo State. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Distinguished Senator Dr. George Akume, CON. Honorable Chancellor, founder of Igbinedion University of Canada, His Excellency, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru Igbinedion. Please a round of applause for him. Thank you very much, sir. We are pleased to have you here. His Excellency, Chief Dr. Lucky Igbinedion, former two-time governor of Edo State. Thank you very much for being here, sir. Members of IU Governing Council, led by Professor Sheikh Ahmed Abdullah ON. He is the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman, IU Governing Council, Professor of Finance and Investments, former Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development. He holds the traditional title of Magajin Gerin Nupe. Please, a round of applause for him. Professor Abiodun O. Ileshami, ON, FIPN, Deputy Chairman of Council. He's a Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology, former CMD, University College Hospital, Ibadan. Professor Lawrence Ikechukwu Ezemonye, PhD, FS, Vice Chancellor, Professor of Ecotoxicology and Environmental Forensics, seasoned academic and consultant on environmental safety and renewable energy, fellow of the prestigious Academy of Science. Please, a round of applause for the Vice Chancellor. Professor Raphael Igbonosa Adege, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Fellows Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, Fellow Chartered Institute of Taxation. Professor Godwin Nosakai Bajwai, Deputy Vice Chancellor, CMD, Certified Stem Cell Transplantologist, pioneered the very first stem cell transplant in Sub-Saharan Africa. Please, a round of applause for him, which was for the cure of sickle cell disease. Thank you very much, sir. Professor Abubakar Sani Sambo, ON, APS, world-renowned Professor of Mechanical Engineering, former Special Advisor to the President on Energy, Fellow and Vice President of the prestigious Academy of Science, former Vice Chancellor, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, Bauchi, and pioneer Vice Chancellor of Kaduna State University, former DG, Energy Commission of Nigeria. Please, a round of applause for him. Also, member of council, Lady Serena Mercy Ojomo, former Registrar, University of Benin, currently Executive Director, Independent Television and Radio. Thank you very much for coming, ma'am. Another member of council, Dr. Elizabeth Titi Uvo Gardiner, an academic technocrat and former Commissioner for Education, Delta State. And of course, Mrs. Aisha Abubakar, former Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, former Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development. Thank you very much. Those are the members of Council of Igbinedion University, Okada. Distinguished honorary graduates, His Excellency Ambassador Tuku Yusuf Buratai, retired. Please a round of applause for him. Honorable Justice Joe Atsebaga Aka, retired. Please a round of applause for him. Visiting Vice Chancellors, Rectors and Provosts, heads of paramilitary and paramilitary establishments, Your Royal Highnesses, Chief Executives and Captains of Industries, members of Senate, dear students of Igbinedion University, Okada, are you all? Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Raphael Igbinedion Adegi, Deputy Vice Chancellor and Chief Medical Director, Professor Nosake Godwin Bazwaye, Registrar and Secretary to Council, Friday Benjamin Bakare Esquire, a former Deputy Registrar, Nigerian Defense Academy, Kaduna. Please a round of applause for him. Bossa, Mr. Emmanuel Irosa Imapidon, Fellow Chartered Institute of Accountants, Fellow Chartered Institute of Taxation, the University Librarian, Professor Lucky Tijani Abdusalami, members of the Armed Forces, here present, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Provost, Deans and Directors, and members of Igbinedion University Senate, here present. The representative of the Oba of Benin, Omonoba Neduoku Akpolopolo, Oba Iwera Ogidigan II, Oba Tokwe, can I hear you? Oba Tokwe, thank you very much. Members of the clergy, the Odonwe and elders of Okada community, and of course, the Okada Women Association that are just seated there, beautifully dressed, and have been here since morning, awaiting the beginning of this wonderful program. Please can we put a round of applause together for them? Thank you very much. Oba Tope, thank you for being here. Odonwe and elders of the surrounding communities, you're welcome. Parents and guardians and well-wishers of the graduating students, our very, very special guests. And of course, our beautifully dressed graduating students of IU. The smiles on your face really, really betray your very happy mood. Thank you very much for being here, and we appreciate God for what He has done for you. May I also, at this juncture, quickly introduce very important dignitaries that have come with the honorary graduates, and I will do that quickly. His Royal Highness, Dr. Mustafa Umar, the Emir of Biu. Please a round of applause for him from Borno State. Bima Ibrahim Shehu, the Bima of Biu, please put your hands together for him. Betera Yusuf, the Betera of Biu, please put your hands together for him. Rear Admiral Abdul Biu Adamu, retired officer of the Federal Republic, the Shetima of Biu. Thank you very much for being here, sir. Honorable Abubakar Fulata, okay, he has been introduced earlier. He is the chairman, House Committee on University Education. He's representing the Speaker of the House of Reps, Dr. Tajuddin Abbas. Thank you very much once again for being here. Engineer Emmanuel Agbabe, former SSAP to the President. Thank you very much for being here. DGI Patrick Oyodo, Deputy Controller of Immigration, Edo State. Thank you very much for being here. Honorable Justice H.O. Garuba, Judge, Edo State High Court. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much. Mrs. Christiana Accra, wife of the former chief judge of of Edo State, Honorable Justice J. Aka. Thank you very much for being here with the awardee. Thank you very much, ma'am. We appreciate your presence. Professor Mrs. Seruke, Professor of Internal Medicine, University of Benin, you're welcome. Colonel Dr. E.G. Adego, you're welcome. Brigadier General S.K. Ushman, you're welcome. Dr. Eugene Uhua, Chief Executive Natural Eco Capital, you're welcome. Dr. Elizabeth Tio Urua, you're welcome. Member of IUO Council, thank you very much. And of course, M.M. Adamu, you're welcome. Member of the Buratai Center, you're welcome. Honorable Justice Jayaka, you're welcome, sir. You have been introduced before. Dr. Felicia, you're welcome. Professor Mrs. M.N. Ezemonye, please put your hands together for the wife of the Vice Chancellor. Thank you very much for being here. I will pause at this juncture and continue thereafter to introduce these very, very important persons that have come to be with us here. Gentlemen and ladies of the press, all participants online via Zoom, Skype, and YouTube. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Chinedu Christian of Birmingham, and it is, of course, my pleasure to compare this program. Thank you very much. I will, at this juncture, take some house rules that will enable us have a seamless gathering this afternoon. And the very first on that list is that we are to put our phones on silence, please. Because of the distractions associated with phones, we are advised to at least put them on silence. The second one is that there are conveniences in this facility. And of course, our protocol officers are standing by in case the need arises. There should be minimal movements. Please listen carefully. There should be minimal movement throughout the proceedings of this event, especially when the guest speaker comes up to give a speech and when the honorary graduates are being awarded. Please, and especially our graduating students have been informed to tell you that you must not leave the hall until the close of today's event. This is an instruction coming from management. Thank you very much. There should be minimal movement, please. In the event of any health emergency, I wish to let you know that ambulances are being stationed around this facility to take those who have health issues to our health facilities. That we pray that none shall befall us throughout this event. Thank you very much. May I also inform the cameraman, please, you are to ensure that you do not obstruct the views of our participants and our guests. At each point, please take directives from the protocol officers. Thank you very much. Thank you. May I, at this point, invite the registrar of the university, Mr. Friday Benjibakare, to begin the proceeding for this convocation ceremony. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Compere. Your Excellencies, Honorable Chancellor, permit me to align with the protocol already established by the Compere. Before inviting the Honorable Chancellor to declare the convocation open, may I humbly request the Vice Chancellor to please step forward and receive the college colors. Starting with Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan College of Arts and Social Sciences. Malam Sanusi Lamido Sanusi College of Business and Management Studies. General Abu Salami A. Abubakar College of Engineering. Alayeluwa Okunade Sijuade Olubushe II College of Health Sciences. Oba Erediawa College of Law. Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi Ojaja II College of Natural and Applied Sciences. Dora Akunyele College of Pharmacy. Thank you very much, Mr. Vice Chancellor. Thank you. Thank you. The law establishing Igbinedion University Okada empowers the university to grant degrees, diplomas, licenses, certificates, and other distinctions as the need arise. Section 18(2) of the law stipulates that the Honorable Chancellor shall be the chairman of convocation. May I respectfully invite the Honorable Chancellor of Igbinedion University Okada to declare the convocation open.
I stand here this afternoon with the borrowed voice of the Chancellor to say a very good afternoon to all of you. And thereby, the powers vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby constitute the Assembly as the 21st convocation of Igbinedion University, Okada, at which higher and honorary degrees shall be conferred. I declare the convocation open.
Very much, sir. The Honorable Chancellor, sir, may I now call upon the Vice Chancellor to address convocation. Vice Chancellor, sir.
It's not my room.
and our propeller. We welcome you here, sir. Very distinguished members of council here present. I acknowledge your presence. Our eminent awardees for today, well qualified, prominent in this position, and a very good representation of what quality is in Africa. I also welcome you to this gathering. Let me now adopt the usual protocol of aligning with distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Please, I welcome you to Igbinedion University, Okada. The graduates, the sponsors, your parents, it is with delight that I acknowledge your presence today, and it is with joy that I welcome all of you. Are you all? The graduates, this is for you. Are you all? Are you all? And for our visiting guests, this opportunity to also herald this. Are you all? Thank you. Your Excellency, sir, I'll now read the address for this convocation. Today marks a very significant milestone in the lives of our graduating students and the university. This is expectedly so because convocation is not only a joyous evidence of completion, but also one of the most significant ceremonies in Igbinedion University. It is therefore with gratitude to God and a sense of delight that I welcome our distinguished guests to the University Auditorium, which is the venue for the 21st convocation ceremony of our great university. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to start today by paying tribute to an indisputable trailblazer, His Excellency, Sir Dr. Chief Gabriel Sabari Igbinedion, CFR, Samo Benin Kingdom, and the Honorable Chancellor of Igbinedion University, for his bold initiative. Please, if you are clapping, clap properly, because it is important that we do that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It is because of his bold initiative in establishing the first private university in Nigeria, that is why we are here today. Sir, Your Excellency, your visionary disposition of expanding access and providing quality university education, not only of international standard, but run under uninterrupted calendar, has become the hallmark of our university. Indeed, the vision of one man has now turned into the treasury of the whole world. I'm also inclined, in the same vein, to acknowledge respectfully the tremendous goodwill, support, and benevolence received from Her Excellency, Lady Cherry Igbinedion, the amiable and adorable spouse of our Honorable Chancellor. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is important too, in the course of acknowledgement and appreciation, I would like to express the unfailing support and guidance of the Deputy Chancellor, His Excellency Chief Lucky Osaka Igbinedion, as well as members of the Governing Council led by our leader, our administrator, our teacher, Professor Sheikh Ahmed Abdullah OON, Magaji Garin Nupe, here in our midst. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I also want to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Felicia Chiwemogo, CON, who delivered the first convocation lecture yesterday for the undergraduate students. And the topic of our lecture was the changing higher education landscape, implications for emerging work dynamics. And that was well received at yesterday's convocation. Distinguished Senator George Akume will be speaking today on the topic, public and private sector interventions in tertiary education in Nigeria, stimulus for innovative research and development. I also appreciate, on behalf of the entire university community, the presence of government officials, heads of parastatals, MDAs, captains of industries, families, friends, and other distinguished invitees who have traveled far and wide to be here with us. We pray that God will grant all of you journey mercies back to your destination. Today, the university shall be conferring honorary degrees to two very distinguished Nigerians who have made significant contributions to society and national development. They are Lieutenant General Tuko Yusuf Buratai, the former Chief of Army Staff, and Honorable Justice Joe Acham, retired Chief Judge of Edo State. So we congratulate you heartily for making the list of out of the several distinguished personalities that were considered. It is an honor well deserved, and we share in your moment of joy. Congratulations. Your Excellency, the Honorable Chancellor, it is expedient and customary that I briefly highlight a few of the university's recent milestones, which I now have the pleasure to address. Graduating students. I wish to specifically congratulate the graduating students and to remind you that Convocation offers a chance to celebrate hard work and academic trophies of all graduates. Today, therefore, marks a particularly important accomplishment in your lives, a culmination of your relentless hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. It symbolizes the dividing line between the past and the future. The past you earn today is your campus life. The future you will begin tomorrow as global leaders. I congratulate you all. The university has since inception graduated over 16,000 undergraduate and postgraduate students. At this 21st convocation ceremony that started yesterday, a total of 842 students, comprising of 691 undergraduates and 151 postgraduate students, will be added in the list of distinguished graduates spread across the 7 colleges. The breakdown of the undergraduate students who graduated formally yesterday is as follows. 36 of them were in first class. 299 were in second class upper. And 205 were in second class lower. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there was none in third class. At that same convocation, 150 unclassified degrees of medicine and surgery and pharmacy were also graduated. 4 had distinctions in community medicine, and 3 had distinction in pharmacy. In today's ceremony, we shall be graduating in the postgraduate category, 51 for Doctor of Philosophy, PhD, and 93 for master's degree, and 7 for postgraduate diploma. Our distinguished graduates, as you join the list of distinguished alumni of this great university, I admonish you to be grateful to God, to your families, your sponsors, and to the university. Be thankful to your lecturers and mentors as well for equipping you with knowledge, skills, and competencies that will enable you to navigate the world of business and industry and provide you the opportunity to make your own contribution to mankind. I wish you well. Your Excellency, sir, our accreditation and resource verification shows that the university, in its pursuit for quality education delivery, has all programs of this university accredited by NUC and all relevant professional bodies. Your Excellency, sir, the commencement of new programs have begun with impressive enrollment And these programs include cybersecurity, BSc in cybersecurity, BSc in industrial chemistry, BSc in software engineering, BSc in pharmacology. Others include B-Engine mechatronic engineering and B-Engine environmental engineering at the undergraduate level. And at the postgraduate level, we have PGD, MSc, PhD in civil engineering, petroleum engineering, masters and PhD in geography and regional planning and sociology, respectively. Your Excellency, sir, by this development, the university now has 55 undergraduate programs housed in 34 departments and 24 postgraduate programs. Your Excellency, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me also inform you that the university has established the Center for Distant Learning. This followed the successful approval by the National University Commission. The Center of Distant Learning has taken off with BSc Accounting. Other programs which will soon be introduced under the second phase include 1, BSc Nursing Sciences, BSc Computer Sciences, Masters in Business Administration, and Masters in Public Health. During the period under review, there has been campus-wide digitalization. And in affirmation of the university's smart campus orientation, the university has improved the campus digitalization infrastructure. This includes the upgrade in radios, and this is to also affirm the fact that during the last BIT conference in London, the university acquired 6 75-inch 3D animation Triumph smart boards, all for digital learning and animation here in this university. As we speak currently, 50 of our 100 level students are currently participating in the first phase of this year's Who Are We ICT Academy taking place globally. Your Excellency, our very distinguished members here present, the national and global visibility of this university has improved greatly. We have joined the Web of Science, Google Scholar, ResearchGate, and academia, all increase visibility of the research of this university. The university has 6 accredited IT academies that provide digital literacy for all disciplines in the university, perfecting our industry academia certification. And these academies that are running concurrently now in the university include 1, Cisco Academy, Who Are We Academy, Microtik Academy, Microsoft Image Academy, Oracle Database Academy, and Amazon Cloud Services. We have also engaged additional platforms to enhance scholarship and research and development. And these are in accordance with the master plan of the university. So the university has established centers of excellence to drive specific areas of demand at the national level and the global demand. They include 1, Buratai Center for Contemporary Security Affairs, the Center for Leadership and Governance, the Center for Presidential Studies, the Center for Climate Change and Sustainable Development, the Center of Exchanges and Linkages, the Center of Aviation Studies, the Center of Energy, and the recent Center of Distant Learning. During the period under review, there have been a series of professional inductions. A total of 6 inductions on the professional basis were carried out, and one of such inductions was the 13th induction and oath-taking ceremony of 2022 graduates of Department of Medical Laboratory Sciences and others. Your Excellency, sir, innovation and scholarship. You recall that at the last convocation ceremony, the university pledged their determination to join the global world of innovation and scholarship. And today, the university has an ongoing design and fabrication of lightweight electric minibus, which will ultimately lead to the manufacturing of lightweight vehicles here in Igbinedion University. Furthermore, we have also expanded our scholarship and collaboration paths. They include the expanding of the British Council-funded Project Differentiate, application for the Royal Society Research Grant, which will allow Igbinedion University to train researchers in Africa, in Nigeria, Kenya, and Zambia. We have also successfully gotten a space for the Professional Commonwealth Fellowship Program. The spot won by IEO is dedicated to Dr. Georgina Refita. This program is an all-expenses paid program for 6 weeks, taking place in February at the University of Lancaster. The fellowship is funded by the British Council Digital University Africa Program at no cost to the universities. The Career Enhancement and Resilience Training Program is currently on in this university, very unique training which the university provides for graduating students. This course is accredited and certified by the UK Continuing Professional Development CPD certification centers, and was developed in partnership with Lancaster University, the University of Strathclyde, and the Knowledge Transfer Network UK. International Pact. Our desire to expand our frontiers, both globally and continentally, showcases the following: the West African Engagement Initiative, Australian Engagement Initiative, North African Engagement Initiative, engagement with Lithuania, and engagement with the University of Russia in St. Petersburg. Courtesy of the Honorable Deputy Chancellor, the university received a request from Harvard University to join a research in the eradication of malaria in Africa. 2 members of staff have already been nominated, and the program begins next year. Our staff, a member of staff on the College of Pharmacy, Dr. Christiana Jesu, has also been given a grant to attend the European Congress in Clinical Microbiology and Infectious Disease. That one comes up in Barcelona, Spain next year. And this grant covers flight, accommodation, registration, and upkeep. During the period under review, there was an international theater arts fiesta, and that broadened the master class of the theater arts department of this university. Your Excellency, sir, it is not out of place if I also highlight some of the laurels, awards, and recognition of this university. During the period under review, the university won some laurels and awards at individual and corporate levels. In keeping with our campus-wide digitalization, in 2022, Igbinedion University won the Huawei Best IT Academy Award and the Most Supportive Vice Chancellor Award in the year under review. The university also won the Green Africa Ambassador for the year 2023. The Hallmark of Labour Foundation Christopher Collade Award for Excellence in Leadership and Professionalism in Media was also won by a member of staff. The Scholarship Award for International Visual Exchange Consortium was also won by a member of staff in this university for the workshop that I held in Sao Paulo, 30th October, the 1st of November this year. Your Excellency, sir, I've spoken about staff. Let me also intimate our audience that our students were not also left out in the laurels, awards, and recognition in the year under review. The Igbinedion University student emerged as the United Arab Emirates delegate to the United Nations General Assembly, and she is Miss Pure Eseme of the Department of International Relations and Strategic Studies. Your Excellency, sir, the Most Promising Law Student Award was also won by a student of Igbinedion, a now graduate of Igbinedion University, Miss Chinyere Christiana Okechukwu, one of the first-class law graduates. She won the Most Promising Law Student Award at the Law Award Gala 2023 held in Abuja. I would like to mention at this point that this promising and budding lawyer was the best graduating student with a GPA of 4.97. Prior to this time, she had earlier represented Nigeria at the ECOWAS Gender Transformative Human Capital Development Conference in Freetown. Your Excellency, sir, Professor J.O. Fabemi and co-law graduate internship competition for 2023 was also won by a student of Igbinedion University, Ebekwele Israel. First of all, he's also a first-class law student who graduated yesterday. He was first among the 20 finalists, but eventually emerged the winner of that competition. Your Excellency, turn and gown interface did not stop in the year under review. We continued with public lectures, college lectures, inaugural lectures, and eminent lecture series. A total of 8 public lectures were held in the period under review. Infrastructural development and upgrade have not ceased to continue in Igbinedion University. This is evidence in the continued and sustained upgrades in the classrooms, in the hostels, in the laboratories. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, sir, please permit me at this point to highlight some of the excellencies, the Chancellor's Development Initiative for the university. As part of the Honorable Chancellor's Development Initiative for the university is a new auditorium with 3,000 seating capacity, which is ongoing, and a 72 ultra-modern hotel complex, which most of you saw on your way to the university. That imposing structure you saw at Wilson Junction is an ultra-modern hotel, which the Honorable Chancellor has built and is bequeathing to this community and Nigeria at large. Similarly, the Honorable Chancellor, as we speak, is constructing 59 bungalows, which are at various stages in the new housing estate, which again is bequeathing to the university and the entire community online. For our students, the Honorable Chancellor is building the extension of the Access Hostel, which currently consists of 3 blocks of 123 self-contained rooms within the Crown Estate. Honorable Chancellor, sir, we thank you for your magnanimity. We thank you for your generosity. We thank you for your vision, and we thank you for the idea. Your Excellency has not stopped supporting us. When there was a need for us to approach the central bank to benefit from the agreed loan for palm oil project, Your Excellency supported our bid, and the university was granted 350 million to the central bank, and the university provided a matching fund of 150, and so the project is a 500 million oil palm plantation and processing plant here in Ottawa. Under exchanges and linkages, the university has continued to try in this stuff, because we know that exchanges, linkages, internationalization, there are the backbones of partnerships and collaboration in higher education. The university hosted the International Student Film Festival, and the university, in partnership with the Nollywood industry, hosted a master class that led to the production of a film called Nana, the Nana series. That particular film currently runs in the Rock TV and has been submitted to Netflix for approval. But it will interest you to know that Miss Ifeyinwa Favour Okocha was the main star of that film, and her character was Kuka, and she was one of the graduating students in this university. Our university also took advantages of the overture of the government of India, and so our partnership with the Indian government has improved and increased. The university is currently partnering with Across Atlantic Development, and we are leveraging on that partnership for the accreditation of a Erasmus exchange program for our staff and our students. We're also leveraging on that partnership to join in the Horizon Grant provision, all for research, education, and technical development. Our Windows of America has become one of the most visible spaces of America. The Windows of America is a collaboration between Igbinedion University and the American Consulate in Lagos. The activities have blossomed to the extent that the American Consulate is now proposing a confirmation to move it from just a window to American corner. The university has just received an invitation from one of the most acknowledged universities in Romania for partnership, and have invited members of staff who will embark on that trip soon, immediately after convocation, to perfect the partnership. Our university has continued to maintain professional partnership with the Institute of Chartered Accountants, Association of National Accountants, the Chartered Institute of Bankers, Council of Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, Korea, Society of Petroleum Engineers, where our students have continuously in the last 5 years won the best international chapter of SPE. Digital upskill. It is not surprising that the university are taking digital upskill very, very importantly. The reason is clear. The changing face of education and the dynamic demands of the workspace have made it so that if our students must be future ready, the university itself must be future ready. The university itself must embrace future disruptive technology. And for that reason alone, the University Senate has approved digital upskill program for all students of this university in partnership with the Israel Hub and all other digital associations which the university are collaborating with. Let me just give you a tip of the iceberg, what our students will be going through in the ensuing year. There will be upgrade in courses like cybersecurity, Java Python software development, PHP software development, full stack front end development, web development, digital marketing, mobile app development, and data analytics. Others include graphic design, 3D printing designs and animation, video editing, virtual reality, augmented reality, but more importantly, we have delved into the room and the space of artificial intelligence, AI. Students' welfare. We understand that health is wealth, not just for adults, but also for students. And to allay the fears of our parents, the university has enhanced its students' medical by joining and entering a partnership with the new state government towards the implementation of a new health insurance scheme. And that program has started, and parents are now at rest. Staff welfare and development. Staff welfare and development has not changed. We have continued to provide opportunity for staff to grow. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, again, on behalf of the staff of Igbinedion University, I want to thank an honorable chancellor. Since the inception of this university, he has provided 50% rebate for every staff, their ward, their sibling, their trains in Igbinedion University for life. Endowments. Under the period under review, Over 10 endowments have been received in the university, and they're all running. Some of them led to awards, which we exercised yesterday. Stakeholders engagement. Your Excellency, sir, I would like to, under stakeholders engagement, refer to what we call alumni tracking. In the bid to strengthen ties and foster a sense of camaraderie amongst the former students of the university, our Deputy Chancellor, Chief Dr. Igbinedion, hosted the first national alumni reunion, which led to the first reunion of the entire alumni, started on the 22nd and will end today here in October. Your Excellency, sir, you will recall that when I was talking about laurels and awards, I spoke eloquently on students and staff. Also permit me about alumni tracking to tell these audience some of the exploits that our alumni have been doing. It is noteworthy to recall and mention at this point that a graduate of pharmacy named Soto Chika Obekwe recently won the Martin Lolo Research Bursary Award in the UK for her PhD. And it will interest you to know that our work is centered around the role of community pharmacists in suicide prevention. That is a laudable idea and a research topic to embrace. Olutimi Victor Adediban also won the Petroleum Structural Development Fund for Overseas Scholarship. Aruna Mohammed Ilwa won the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. Kamis Ahmed Lamido won the Petroleum Trust Fund Development Scholarship Fund for 2023. These and more are the laurels which our alumni have acquired during the year under review. Your Excellency, sir, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will pause for you to give a resounding applause to the Chancellor before I tell you why. Please, can we give him a resounding applause? Now, let me tell you the reason. On May 10th, 2024, Igbinedion University will be 25 years old. You recall when I started my presentation and paid tribute to the Honorable Chancellor, I reminded this audience that one man's dream has become the treasure of the entire world. No wonder why. In 1999, 10th of May, this university received the certificate 001 as the very first private university in this country. And that, hold on, thank you. That university has continued to move. That university has continued to meet the vision and mission of our Honorable Chancellor. That university has continued to meet global demand. I said that university has managed to meet the national responsibility for which the university was established. So therefore, it behooves me, on behalf of the entire university, to extend our hands of fellowship to you all. And so when you see our invitations for the 10th of May, 2024, you already know the reason why we are rolling out the drums, why we think we should celebrate, why you should also join us. Another round of applause for our Chancellor. As I conclude, I want to thank the Okada community. They have been wonderful. They provided a convivial environment for us. They have made us members of the family. They have always supported us. They've always provided friendly and convivial atmosphere for the survival of this university. I'm happy to also announce to the Okada family, you have been part of the growth of this university. So will you join us in celebrating the 25th anniversary? Your Excellency, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I dare to say that nothing now remains, only to go to a chapter of my presentation that is called Conclusion. I want to thank the principal officers, the provost, the deans, directors, HODs, and the general staff and students of this university. I doff my heart for you. I know that your support has made it possible, and may God continue to bless all of you. Your Excellency, sir, the Honorable Chancellor, Your Excellency, sir, the Deputy Chancellor, Your Excellency, sir, the Chairman of the Government Council, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen here present. All that is left for me now is to make the declaration which the university has asked me to make. We reinstate the university's irrevocable commitment to academic excellence. We reinstate the university's irrevocable commitment to scholarship. I reinstate this morning our irrevocable commitment to the mission and the vision of our Honorable Chancellor. Thank you, and God bless Igbinedion University.
Can we appreciate him one more time, please? Thank you very much. Honorable Chancellor, sir, may I now invite the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Governing Council, Igbinedion University, Okada, to address convocation.
Yeah. Thank you. Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, ably represented by Honorable Abubakar Hassan, and I will help all of you to pronounce Fulata. Good. Fulata, the Chairman, House Committee on University Education, who is so here in his own personal capacity, relevant to his cause in the House of Representatives. The Secretary of the Government of the Federation, distinguished Senator Dr. George Akume, CON, our Honorable Chancellor and the founder of Igbinedion University, Okada, His Excellency Sir Gabriel Dr. Osaweru Igbinedion. Your Excellency, the Deputy Chancellor, Excellency, as former Governor of the state, Chief Dr. Lucky Igbinedion. Members of Iowa Governing Council here present, distinguished honorary graduates, visiting vice chancellors, rectors and provosts, the Senate, the heads of military establishment and paramilitary establishment here present, Your Royal Highnesses, CEOs, captains of the industry, members of Senate, staff, and students, and members of press, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this convocation. I'm most delighted to welcome you all to the 21st ceremony convocation of Igbinedion University, Okada, for the graduating students. In particular, this is the moment you have been waiting for, and deservedly so. Because you have worked hard and earned your graduation. Indeed, there's great joy to have in completion our studies. On this note, I wish to join the Vice Chancellor. You have done the stock taking, you've listened to him in the usual bulldozing manner. etc. The excellencies excavated for the university. It's been listed by Mr. Vice Chancellor. But let me specifically welcome our guests, in special way, the Chancellor of our great university, Your Excellency, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, OFR, our very distinguished guests, Your Excellencies, Royal Highnesses, Captains of Industry, the honorary degree awardees designate, guest speakers, and other dignitaries who have honored us with your president here. The university is indeed proud to celebrate the 21st year of unbroken graduation. It's 24 years of existence. This has been made possible by the philosophy underpinning the founding of our university, as ambition by our founder, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, CFR, which is to bequeath to future generation of Nigerian quality education of international standard, run with unbroken academic calendar. There's no gainsaying the fact that while the research, teaching, and community service remains the fulcrum of the university, it is the knowledge emanating therefrom that drives human civilization and modern development. Besides producing the critical manpower required for all sectors of the Nigerian economy, universities serve as the benchmarks for global competitiveness, modern drivers of human progress through the diffusion of human progress. Igbinedion University has been in the forefront in championing higher education, as we shall see today, the number of individuals being distinguished in the higher degree classes, as ably represented by Mr. Vice Chancellor. Ours is to engage through innovation, entrepreneurship, bespoke respect, in tandem with motto of knowledge and excellence. Realizing that research and development are critical pillars driving knowledge production at both the institutional and national development level, the university has put in place deliberate measures to encourage cutting-edge research by the faculty, which are already yielding fruits, as ably excavated by the submission of Mr. Vice Chancellor. Moreover, we have continued to encourage and support academic staff in attracting more research grants to build and enhance the ability of the university to deliver on its mandate. Let me refer specifically to those of us graduating. Over time, and I repeat myself severally, that I've learned that learning is not enough, but we must apply. And also planning is not enough, we must do. You have the education as much more than having certificate. In other words, it is not the degree that makes you, rather, it is you that make the degree. The aim of education is to provide you with the requisite foundation, social network, including the knowledge and skills that you needed to think critically, compete effectively, and make informed decisions. Education, therefore, is a lifelong journey of curiosity, learning, growth, and discovery. It has been well put by Durant succinctly that education is a progressive discovery of our own ignorance. And today, I was just being introduced by one of the graduating students for PhD, and my question to him, and this is what I'm using as a parting word for all of you, now with PhD, so what? That will be a dissertation for those graduating with PhD today. Now, with PhD, so what? It is what we do after that determines what we have as a PhD. It is not the marks that add up, but what we do. I had also said 3 things must be taken home by our students. One of them is learning. The second one is ego. The third one is assumption. Let me start with ego, or let me start with learning. I've already made a statement that is not the only thing, unless we put it into practice. But when I look at the issue of ego, this is a universal environment. So, Dogon Turanchi and Long English is a hometown. English is, ego is inversely related to knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the less you are ego. You show ego and purpose because you are ignorant. The more you are linked to the environment, that you are. So ego is inversely related to knowledge. And this, as part of particularly those of us in appreciating level the PhD, we must go home with this. Final point that I say must be well is assumption. The danger of assumption, you don't see what you are doing. And if you only keep this, you will act. It is the missing link in this thing that leads to the difficulty in leadership. The moment this thing can be serious and recognized, you will be in a very humble shape in leadership. Therefore, while your graduation is remarkable, it's a remarkable achievement, learning does not stop here. Tomorrow and every day after that will provide you with the opportunity to take in new facts, analyze new information, and bring to bear your own unique ideas. I charge you to go out here and be good ambassador. Mr. Vice Chancellor has excavated what the alumni is able to exhume for the university. We are sending you out to do more for your alma mater. Bear in mind that you are riding on the reputation calculated by those before you in the last 21 years. More importantly, remember to stay connected with the university through alumni engagement while out there as you continue to build on your collective memory. We are so proud of you. At this juncture, I wish to place on record my sincere gratitude and all the members of the governing council to the Honorable Chancellor, His Excellency, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, CFR, and the Board of Regents for honor done us to serve the university for your goodwill and support at all times. I also wish to acknowledge the Deputy Chancellor in several respects. He's always been with us. We share, particularly, I'm making it open today, the meaning of separation of ownership from consumption. You own something, by consuming differently, by acknowledging others, by delegating to other people. That's what management is all about. Given the universal management is really given separation from the separation ownership from consumption. This we have enjoyed is present with us all the time. I thank and congratulate all the parents and guardians who have supported these students to ensure they complete their studies in record time. This is no mean achievement. I cannot conclude this address without acknowledging the university management ably led by Mr. Vice Chancellor that I found all the time to refer to, the only bulldozer Vice Chancellor I ever met, Professor Lawrence. I think you can acknowledge him more than this. We are indeed proud of you. We are proud of your accomplishment. We are proud of your leadership. Indeed, the leadership by example. Let me also thank the faculty and staff responsible for molding this brilliant minds who are graduating today. I left an assignment with Mr. Vice Chancellor, but I'm passing the assignment today in memory of this ceremony. Is there any relationship between height and brilliancy? Please somebody to do the same for us. I found a lot of short people who are collecting visits and were collecting awards. So I begin to wonder what our size has to, or height has to do with brilliance. I can be helped when we meet next time. I thank you all for listening to me.
Clapping until you get to the seat, please. Let us give another round of applause, please. I now have the privilege to call upon the Honorable Chancellor of Igbinedion University of Okada to address convocation. The Honorable Chancellor, sir.
I stand before you once again to borrow the voice of the Chancellor to bring you his message. Let me recognize the Speaker of our great nation, who is ably represented by Honorable Hassan Abubakar. Let me also welcome my brother, the Secretary to the Federation, Senator George Akume, a two-time governor of Benue State. Member of the class of 99, our local. It is with great joy I welcome you all to today's event, the 21st Convocation ceremony of Nigeria's private university, Igbinedion University, Okada. We have had the rare privilege of having two outstanding personalities as our Convocation guest speakers, His Excellency Senator George Akume, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, former Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and two-time Governor of Benue State. Yesterday, we also had the privilege of having Dr. Felicia Chinwe Mongo, Founder, President, African Marine Environment Sustainability Initiative, and member of the United Nations Group of Experts on Marine Environment. To further demonstrate appreciation, I will crave your indulgence to join me in giving them a rousing round of applause. Thank you. Our special guest of honor, the Acting Executive Secretary, National University Commission, Mr. Chris Mayaki, who incidentally could not make it. We also recognize you and appreciate your support at all times. On behalf of the Board of Regents, the Governing Council, and management of Igbinedion University, I say a big thank you to you all, our distinguished guests. I consider your highly appreciated presence here today as an endorsement of the extra committed efforts we have consistently made to ensure that ours remains a model institution. I also see it as a challenge to face the multifaceted challenges which our nation is faced with today. Challenges which the education sector is not immune. I am confident that given the innovative and forward-looking orientation of Igbinedion University, we drive whatever it takes to ensure that our graduates will always be in the forefront of preparing solutions that will help Nigeria drive the rejuvenation that we so desire. As a tower of research and innovation, Igbinedion University's unwavering dedication to the advancement of education and the pursuit of excellence remains irrevocable. Faced with the rapidly changing higher education landscape, characterized by social curriculum and technology disruptions, our university is focused on producing future-ready graduates and the next generation of global leaders who can compete with their counterparts anywhere in the world. It is on this note that I heartily rejoice with and congratulate the graduating class of 2023 for your hard work, resilience, and commitment to studies. I join your lecturers who trained you in applauding your achievements. By the same token, I extend my hearty congratulations to the parents, guardians, friends, and well-wishers of the graduating students who have assembled here to celebrate your success. I charge our dear graduates to go forth and impart on your world by being the best you can, be wherever you may find yourselves. We expect you to be good ambassadors to your alma mater as you fly the banner of Igbinedion University, Okada. To our distinguished honorary degree awardees, His Excellency Lieutenant General Tukur Yusufu Buratai, immediate past ambassador to Benin Republic and former chief of army staff, as well as our own chief, Joe Archer, former chief judge of Edo State. I say to both of you a big congratulations for being among the eminent alumni of Igbinedion University. I must put on record here that General Buratai has been a most supportive partner and a great contributor to the success story of Igbinedion University. General, I say a big thank you once again. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our drive towards academic excellence has continued to receive tremendous goodwill and support from various stakeholders. Against this background, I wish to extend my profound gratitude to the National University Commission for its constant guide and support in the development of academic programs, the professional regulatory bodies for the mutually beneficial partnership that exists between us, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAM, and the National Youth Service Corps, NYC, for the critical roles they play in keeping the wheels of our educational system running. They have indeed proved to be worthy partners in progress. Let me at this junction especially acknowledge Professor Sheikh Ahmed Abdullah, OON, Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council, and his team for demonstrating unwavering commitment for the progress of Igbinedion University over the years. I can assure you that the Board of Regents will continue to provide all that is required to enable the Council to succeed. Let me equally commend the management team under the inspired leadership of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Lawrence Ikechukwu Ezimonye, for the notable strides they have recorded with visibly discernible impact. Equally worthy of celebration are the Senate, the faculty, dedicated staff, which our university is blessed with. I am proud of all of you. As we celebrate our landmark 25th anniversary on the 10th of May next year, I am confident that I can count on you all to make it an event that will last till eternity in the memories of who experience it. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to conclude by once again expressing my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for your consistent support and give you the assurances that all that you see today will pale in comparison to the glorious future that awaits Igbinedion University. God bless all of you. Thank you very much.
Are we giving another round of applause, please? Thank you very much, sir. We'll now move on quickly to the next item on the program, which is the convocation lecture. Honorable Chancellor, sir, may I now invite the University Orator, Professor George Izebua, who is also the Dean of Law, to read the citation of the convocation guest speaker, His Excellency, Distinguished Senator George Akume, Commander of the Order of the Niger, CON, and Secretary to the Government of the Federation, who will be speaking on the topic, Public and Private Sector Intervention in Tertiary Education in Nigeria, Stimulus for Innovative Research and Development. Professor Ezekwa, please.
Your Excellency, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I request humbly that His Excellency Senator George Akume to be upstanding for his citation, please. Citation, His Excellency. Distinguished Senator George Akume, FNIM, CON, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, guest lecturer on the occasion of the 21st Convocation ceremony holding in this very auspicious occasion and of course our auditorium. Your Excellency, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will start this citation by making reference to the words of Thomas Fuller, who said, "An invisible determination can accomplish almost anything, and in this lies a great distinction between great men and little men." In the same vein, Alfredo Mutepa said, "The monument of a great man is not of granite or marble or bronze. It consists of his goodness, his deeds, his love, and of course, his compassion." Your Excellency, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that all these qualities recounted above resonate profoundly in His Excellency, distinguished Senator George Akume, as a great man. His Excellency, distinguished Senator George Akume, CON, is a noble, humble, and accomplished career civil servant, very distinguished administrator, an honest politician, and a proud member of the great tender hall of fame, University of Ibadan. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Senator George Akume was born on the 27th of December, 1953. He is a doyen of some sort in virtually all spheres of life. Your Excellency, sir, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Senator George Akume, CON, who I shall hereafter simply refer to as Excellency Senator George. To emphasize further the qualities in his name, hails from Wanumen, Kaka, Council area of Benue State. He had his early primary education at the then Native Authority, NA, primary school between 1960 and 1966. Thereafter, he proceeded to the former government secondary school, Otobi, now known as Modern Science College, Otukpo, Benue State, between 1967 and 1971 for his secondary education. As an all-rounder, His Excellency George was at St. Louis, George, for his advanced level in 1973. He proceeded from there to the premier university, the University of Ibadan, for the Bachelor of Science degree in sociology. That was in 1978. He obtained a master's degree in industrial and labor relations from the same university in 1986. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency George obtained further qualifications such as Certificate in Management in 1988 from the Administrative Staff College of Nigeria, ASCO. He was also at Oxford University, United Kingdom in 2010 for a certificate in leadership and another certificate in leadership in 2022, this time from Queen's University, Ontario, Canada. We should applaud this great man. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Senator George commenced his working career as a land officer with the Benue State Civil Service in 1979. After his successful completion of the mandatory National Youth Service Corps scheme between 1978 and 1979 service year, during which he taught at Advanced Teachers College, Jos, now College of Education at Kwanga, Nasarawa State. He had a steady progression in his career as a seasoned administrator. He held several positions at various times, and he also handled several special assignments, including Secretary Chairman, White Paper Drafting Committee, Secretary, Local Government Council between 1998 to 1989, sole administrator of Ida Local Government Council, now in Kogi State, between 1989 to 1990. Senator George was also a sole administrator of Local Government Council in 1991. He was the director of Protocol Government House, Makurdi, Benue State in 1982. Your Excellencies are very distinguished, ladies and gentlemen. Between 1994 and 1995, he was on secondment at the Federal Ministry of Education, Lagos, as Deputy Director. He rose to the position of Director General in 1996 and later Permanent Secretary, Establishment and Management Service until he voluntarily retired in 1998 to join politics. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on entering into politics, His Excellency Senator George Akube registered as a member of the Defunct Congress for National Consensus, CNC, one of the 5 registered political parties during the Sani Abacha transition to civilian rule program. He sought the governorship ticket on that party's platform. However, at the inception of General Abdulsalam Abubakar regime, after the sudden demise of General Abacha in June 8, 1998, the new herdsman dismantled all the political structures set up by the late general and ordered the formation of the new political parties. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the new dispensation afforded His Excellency, distinguished Senator George, the opportunity to further realize his ambition in partisan politics. He actively participated in the formation of the People's Democratic Party, now called PDP for short, and contested the election on the party platform, a victory that made him to become the 4th executive governor of Benue State in 1999. He was re-elected as the governor of the same state for the second term. In 2007, His Excellency Senator George was elected into the National Assembly as a senator representing Benue North West Senatorial District under the platform of the People's Democratic Party. In 2011, Senator George Akube moved to the Actor Congress of Nigeria, ACN, to join hands with other progressive minds to change the social, political, economic fate of the nation, and was re-elected as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He was subsequently elected Senate Minority Leader by the Minority Caucus of the Senate. In 2015, Senator George Akube was for the 3rd term elected as senator representing Benue North West Senatorial District and was subsequently appointed Senate Committee Chairman on Army. No wonder he's still regarded as a distinguished senator. Your Excellencies are very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. His Excellency Senator George served as a Minister of Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs from 2019 to 2023. Under President Muhammadu Buhari, he was appointed to the government of the Federation appointed Secretary to the government of the Federation by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, on June 10, 2023. That position he is still holding. Your Excellency, sir, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Senator George has been honored with many awards, including Most Distinguished Alumnus Award, MB of the University of Ibadan Alumni Association, Honor Award by the Benue State and Rivers State branches of the University of Ibadan Alumni, and a life member, University of Ibadan Alumni Association. Distinguished Humanist Award, Best Performing Governor of PDP Governors from the North Central Zone, Patron of the Institute of Public Relations, Fellow Nigeria Institute of Management, Fellow of the Sociological Association of Nigeria, and Ambassador of Peace, among others. Senator George is also a recipient. Senator George is also a recipient of the key to the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, USA. He is also the recipient of the Nigeria National Honor, Commander of the Order of the Niger, CON. Your Excellencies are very distinguished, ladies and gentlemen. His Excellency Senator George is a widely traveled man. He has visited the United States, Great Britain, Germany, France, Italy, Cuba. He has been to Ghana, South Africa, Jamaica, Israel, India, Brazil, Colombia, Thailand, Japan. Today he's in Wonderland, Okada. His Excellency enjoys reading, humanitarian services, long tennis, watching documentaries, and is happily married with children. Your Excellency, sir, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with great honor and pride, permit me to invite my very distinguished namesake, the former executive governor of Benue State, the Secretary of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and one-time ambassador to the Republic of Guinea or so. I'm sorry. So, sir, you are invited to the
Thank you very much, the University Orator, for capturing in a very short time my journey so far in life. Thank you. Your Excellency, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Abbas, ably represented here by the House Committee Chair on Education, Honorable Abubakar Hassan Pulata. His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, it's Godwin Obasaki, also ably represented. The Honorable Chancellor, His Excellency, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, CFR, the Summer of the Nick Kingdom, the Deputy Chancellor, His Excellency, Chief Doctor Lucky Igbinedion, former Executive Governor of Edo State, my very good friend and brother and colleague. I recognize him in a very special way because he belongs to the set of 1999, the set that got used to anchor the return of Nigeria to presidential democracy. That set had the honor to produce President Yar'Adua of blessed memory, current President Bola, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let me stand on the already established protocol because of time. I feel highly honored and delighted to be invited to deliver the 21st Convocation lecture at Igbinedion University, Okada, the premier private university in Nigeria. This assignment is unique, as it is the first of its kind that I will undertake since assuming office as Secretary to the Government of the Federation in June 2023. And therefore bring you warm felicitations and goodwill from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is committed to improving the tertiary educational system in Nigeria. I must admit that the caliber of honorary graduates at today's convocation ceremony speaks volumes of the high standard which Igbinedion University Okada has attained. Today's Sema of the Kingdom, Chief Dr. Saji Igbinedion JP, Proprietor Chairman Igbinedion University Okada, I say congratulations, sir, for proving that integrity, honesty, and hard work can bring success in business. By establishing the first privately owned university in Nigeria and several other altruistic deeds, you have clearly demonstrated that the real value of wealth and status is in the service that is rendered to humanity. My hearty congratulations also go to those being awarded honorary doctorate degrees today. May I also congratulate His Majesty the Oba of the Benin Kingdom, Omonoba Nedoku Polopolo Ewere the second. A man who has in a few years redefined the exalted throne of Obership by deliberately empowering the next generation, building bridges from the west to the east, the north and the south, and serving our race with passion and zest. I must also pause to celebrate those who make a significant pillar of departments. These are great scholars and the fine academics who make up the faculties. You are the thought leaders at a historic moment, whose great task is to guide the present and inspire the future. But the real reason why we are here, the graduates, congratulations to you all, and of course, all the family members and friends here today to witness this great event. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to commence my lecture, I would like to categorically state that tertiary education plays a pivotal role in fostering national development. As Nigeria strives to achieve sustainable growth and global competitiveness, strengthening its system of higher education is therefore imperative. Investments in universities and other tertiary institutions generate significant returns, equipping graduates with the knowledge and skills to drive innovation, productivity, and economic transformation. However, tertiary education requires substantial financial commitments and policy inputs from both the public and private sectors. In recent years, we have witnessed significant growth in the tertiary education, with an increasing number of public and private institutions across the country. However, challenges persist. It is therefore our responsibility as a nation to address these challenges and create an environment that fosters innovation and excellence in our tertiary institutions. In Nigeria and worldwide, tertiary education has historically relied on government funding and oversight, reflecting its position as a public good. Recently, though, many countries have moved towards diversifying the resourcing and delivery of tertiary education, incorporating a larger role for private entities and market mechanisms. Nevertheless, the state remains a central actor in regulating quality, access, and strategic priorities. I take the liberty, however, to submit that tertiary education in Nigeria stands to benefit from well-designed collaborations between public and private stakeholders. Neither sector in isolation can provide the scale and diversity of investment needed to catalyze innovation and skills acquisition. Government stewardship and funding must be complemented by private dynamism and resources. The central challenge is stimulating mutually reinforcing policies and partnerships. Indeed, developed and developing countries around the world provide models of public-private engagement aimed at improving tertiary teaching, research, and engagement. For instance, incentive programs in Singapore and South Korea have successfully promoted industry, collaboration, and commercialization activities in the university systems. Brazil and Thailand have expanded access to tertiary education by encouraging private sector provision. Within Africa, Ghana and Kenya have recently implemented regulatory reforms to attract investment and expand private participation. Private sector investments, interventions in tertiary education have provided an alternative and complement to the public system. They have injected innovations and competition and additional resources into the sector. This diversity is a positive development, but it also comes with its own set of challenges, such as issues related to quality assurances and affordability. Historical overview of tertiary education in Nigeria. Tertiary education in Nigeria has undergone major expansion and reforms over the past 70 years. Pivotal milestones include establishment of the first university colleges in the 1940s and the formation of the country's first autonomous universities in the 1960s. The number of universities grew from just 5 in 1970 to 170 by 2013, reflecting, as it will, the priority placed on higher education's role in national development. Today, that number has risen to 264. However, this rapid expansion also brought challenges around funding shortfalls, infrastructure deficits, and quality assurance. By the 1980s, decreases in public financing due to economic crisis severely constrained the tertiary sector, with negative impacts on research outputs and teaching quality. Libraries, laboratories deteriorated while academic remuneration declined, thus contributing to brain drain. Notwithstanding, tertiary education in Nigeria continues to suffer from issues of underinvestment, insufficient public-private partnerships, and mismatch with labor market needs. These weaknesses manifest in low research productivity, outdated teaching methods, and high graduate unemployment. While enrollments have risen, quality issues persist with implications for national competitiveness and innovation potential. Addressing these systemic challenges will require multi-pronged strategies grounded in Nigeria's economic and social realities. Targeted investments, diversified financing models, and strengthened regulatory oversight can help upgrade infrastructure, teaching, and research. Building dynamic collaborations between academia, government, and industry will also foster more demand-driven, innovative, and entrepreneurial tertiary education. Current landscape of tertiary education in Nigeria. Nigeria's tertiary education landscape has grown increasingly diverse, encompassing federal state public universities, private universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education and agriculture. Total enrollment exceeded 1.5 million students in 2015. However, substantial disparities remain between public and private institutional capacity. The present government's educational reforms aim at bridging these gaps. The university autonomy granted the public universities will go a long way in creating a healthy competition among institutions, including private universities. The government has established specialized tertiary institutions with specific mandates and focus. These include the medical sciences universities, universities of agriculture, universities of transport, and the military universities. Not forgetting that the Nigerian Defense Academy is now also a degree awarding institution. Growth in private universities since 1999 has helped to expand access, albeit still serving a small minority of students. Private institutions have flexibility in fees and faculty hiring, enabling better facilities and smaller class sizes. However, high fees restrict socioeconomic diversity. There are also concerns about varying quality standards. Bridging these gaps is vital for Nigeria to reap the developmental benefits of tertiary education, expanding collaborative research, fostering technology transfer, and aligning curricula with market needs would catalyze innovation across institutional types. Strategic investment in shared research facilities and public-private partnership may help optimize resource allocation and utilization. Quality assurance mechanisms and accreditation processes also need strengthening. Public sector intervention in tertiary education. The Nigerian government has deployed various policies and initiatives to steer the strategic direction of the tertiary education sector. Key measures are focused on regulation, funding, and infrastructure development. Role of regulatory bodies. A major thrust since the 2000s has been establishing regulatory frameworks to assure quality amid expansion. The National Universities Commission, UC, sets standards and accredits programs, enforcing minimum academic criteria and inputs. The National Board for Technical Education And the National Commission for Colleges of Education plays supervisory and regulatory roles for polytechnics and colleges. Funding allocation and budgeting. Public funding for tertiary education has trended upwards but remains insufficient to meet our needs. Federal and state governments provide approximately 90% of university budget and 80% for other tertiary institutions. Budgetary allocation to education increased from 6.4% of total spending in 2014 to 7% in 2018. But funding per student is low compared to regional peers, while capital investments lag. Attempts to increase cost recovery through student fees have been limited by regulations capping tuition charges at public institutions. In summary, while government stewardship has facilitated tertiary sector growth, public funding and strategic leadership remain a challenge. Sustaining quality and catalyzing innovation will require higher investments, strategic partnerships with private actors, and governance reforms, leveraging global best practices. Private sector intervention in tertiary education. Since 1999, Nigeria has seen rapid growth in private sector institutions, driven by surging demands and liberalization reforms. These non-state entities have helped absorb student overflow and pioneered alternative models. Emergence of private universities and institutions. The number of licensed private universities increased from 3 in 1999 to 79 by 2018. As of today, the number has risen to 147. Funding derives mainly from tuition fees, along with faith-based community and corporate investments. The high fees restrict access for lower-income families, but provide institutions greater resources for quality inputs than public universities get. Some collaborate with foreign institutions to upgrade staff and facilities. Public-private partnerships. Many private universities actively pursue public-private partnerships in areas like infrastructure, research, and training. PPPs can optimize resources, but require strong oversight around quality and affordability. Quality assurance and accreditation. Quality assurance remains a challenge. Accreditation agencies have limited capacity to rigorously inspect programs across proliferating private providers. But some institutions have gained reputation for academic excellence, including this university, by outperforming their public counterparts in national rankings. In summary, private tertiary providers have expanded access and injected innovation with variable quality. Developing supportive regulatory frameworks and public-private collaboration models can further leverage their strengths for national development. Best practices and success stories from global tertiary education models. Examining international success stories provides useful insights into policies and strategies that can strengthen tertiary education in Nigeria. Global models underscore the value of sustained investment, governance reforms, and public-private coordination. Korea and Singapore, already mentioned, achieved rapid tertiary expansion and research excellence through high public spending, even during economic difficulties. Strategic priority setting competitive funding, and rigorous quality assurance also fostered world-class universities. Brazil massively increased tertiary access through a diverse, differentiated system combining public and private institutions. Strong regulatory frameworks ensured quality, while equity schemes provided student aid. Academic industry partnership also flourished. The African Institute of Science and Technology exemplifies continentally focused models. Its Pan-African network of graduate schools link regional needs with global science expertise. Curricula promote technical skills while favoring local recruitment and technology commercialization. These global experiences highlight the potency of forward-looking reforms. For Nigeria, increased investment, strengthen governance, and enhance public-private coordination can unlock tertiary sector potential. Strategic priority setting, system differentiation, and rigorous quality assurance are also very vital. Challenges and criticisms. While Nigeria's tertiary education system has seen expansions in access, some persistent deficits remain around infrastructure, quality, equity, and governance. Addressing these limitations is vital for improved outcomes and sustainability. Issues with infrastructure and resource allocation. Inadequate public financing against the backdrop of competing national demands has led to dilapidated facilities and equipment shortages in some public institutions. Frequent staff strikes stemming from industrial actions also disrupt learning. On the other hand, private universities invest more in infrastructure but cannot meet mass demand due to high tuition fee. Concerns about quality and standards. Variations in standards and graduate competencies raise concerns about quality and relevance. Curricula often emphasize theoretical learning rather than practical application. Quality assurance mechanisms also lack the capacity to rigorously inspect such a large system. Equity and accessibility concerns. The stratification between high-fee private institutions and budget-constrained public ones impedes equal opportunity. Regional and gender imbalances further limit accessibility for disadvantaged groups. Student aid remains limited outside of a limited federal scholarship scheme. To harness the full potential of both public and private sectors, we need a collaborative approach. Public-private partnership can be a catalyst for change in the tertiary education landscape. Here are some key areas of focus. Quality assurance, that's number one. Both public and private institutions must adhere to strict quality standards. Accreditation bodies and regulatory agencies must ensure that educational standards are maintained, regardless of the institution's ownership. 2, infrastructure development. Public-private partnerships can lead to significant improvements in infrastructure, including research facilities, libraries, and technology resources. 3, scholarships and financial aid. Collaboration can extend to providing scholarship and aid to students, making education more accessible and affordable. We have to take note of the new loan scheme of the present administration, which takes off next year. 4, curriculum innovation. Joint efforts can result in curricula that are more relevant to the needs of the industry and the challenges of the modern world. 5, research and innovation, encouraging collaborative research projects between public and private institutions can drive innovations and contribute to sustainable development. 6, community engagement. Our institutions should actively engage with our communities, fostering a sense of responsibility and giving back through community development projects. Experts have argued for several potential solutions that can address the decay of infrastructure in Nigerian higher institutions. They include increased funding. This government is allocating more financial resources to higher education to support infrastructure development and maintenance. Public-private partnership. Federal government is also increasing collaboration with private organizations to help fund and upgrade facilities in our universities. Efficient budget allocation, improving the allocation of funds to prioritize infrastructure projects in higher education. Maintenance culture, encouraging a culture of regular maintenance and repair to prolong the lifespan of existing facilities. 5, technology integration, incorporating modern technology and e-learning tools to reduce the strain on physical infrastructure. 6, infrastructure audits. Regularly assess the state of infrastructure to identify and prioritize areas in need of improvement. Alumni involvement. Encouraging alumni to contribute financially and provide expertise to upgrade their alma maters. Research grants, seeking grants and funding opportunities to support infrastructure projects and research initiatives. 9, capacity building, investing in training and development for staff and professionals responsible for infrastructure management. The brain drain syndrome. There is a shortage of qualified academia as a result of brain drain and sustainable expansion of faculties without corresponding expertise for human capital development. These solutions, when combined and executed effectively, can help improve the state of infrastructure in Nigerian higher institutions. Thoughts on policy consideration by government. The administration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, recognizes the full potential of Nigeria's tertiary education sector to drive national development, which underpins the ongoing comprehensive reforms in the sector. Strategic investments, governance revamps, and closer public-private coordination form part of the needed transformation to fully optimize tertiary education's role in national development. Federal government has prioritized reforms in several policy domains in line with the renewed hope agenda of the president. Enhancing government policies. To strengthen tertiary education, federal government is enhancing policies around financing, governance, and research support in tertiary institutions. Research grant programs like the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, popularly called TEFund, are being expanded to build institutional capacities. Competitive mechanism can incentivize impactful research aligned with national priorities. Reforms in public universities to ensure merit-based management, efficiency, and stakeholder accountability are being carried out. To this end, appointments to membership of governing council. Governing councils are based on expertise rather than mere political affiliations. It is believed that with strategic, sustained investment and policy coordination, Nigeria can build world-class tertiary institutions capable of driving innovation and development in no distant future. Government policy on intellectual property protection should be explicit to encourage research, patenting, and commercialization of research output. Promoting effective public-private partnership can help advance Nigeria's tertiary education system. In this regard, government has put in place strategic policies to incentivize collaborations, support commercialization, and attract private investments. Government is willing to provide tax incentives, grants, and subsidies to encourage joint research and development projects between companies and universities. Platforms like technology transfer, and industry liaison cells can facilitate the commercialization of academic IPs. Private sector financing through PPPs present opportunities to upgrade infrastructure, facilities, and learning technologies. The government encourages all institutions to take advantage of bilateral agreements at sub-regional, regional, and international levels. These bilateral agreements often present research opportunities that can contribute to national development. Encouraging research culture. Encouraging a vibrant research culture is vital for Nigerian universities to produce impactful innovations and support national development. Strategies must include recruiting top faculties, upgrading infrastructure, and incentivizing collaboration. Academic recruitment and promotion policies should reward high-quality research output. Modernizing labs, digital systems, and library resources will enable cutting-edge research across disciplines. Providing grants for multidisciplinary centers and networks can break silos and stimulate innovation. Singapore's research centers of excellence demonstrate the potential of focused investment in strategic priority areas. The government is determined to sustain its investment and incentives for world-class research that will strengthen Nigeria's human capital and competitiveness. Fostering innovation. Nigerian universities need comprehensive strategies to foster innovation and entrepreneurship. Curriculum across disciplines require urgent updating to build skills aligned with dynamic labor market needs. Integration of practical experiences like internship and group projects will also boost employability. Establishing technology transfer. Stanford University demonstrates how world-class innovation hubs emerge through aligning teaching, research, and entrepreneurship ecosystems. Holistic approaches encompassing curriculum, experimental learning, and commercialization infrastructure are imperative for Nigerian tertiary institutions to drive impactful innovation. The fourth industrial revolution. Preparing for the fourth industrial revolution driven by emerging technologies requires focused tertiary education strategies in Nigeria. Prioritizing STEM fields, particularly engineering and ICT, can build critical digital skills. Curriculum must rapidly integrate modules on areas like artificial intelligence, robotics, and blockchain. Specialized research centers across key technologies should be established, potentially through partnership between universities, industry, and government. International collaborations can fast-track development of these capabilities. For example, India's Center of Excellence and Japan exemplify such knowledge transfer models. Targeted investments, practical training, and global partnerships are vital for Nigeria to harness these opportunities. Tertiary institutions must take the lead in developing relevant human capital. Entrepreneurship and innovation. To foster entrepreneurship and innovation requires integrating supportive programs and resources across Nigerian tertiary education. Entrepreneurship training should be mainstreamed beyond business schools into wider curricula. Experimental learning via incubators and competitions can cultivate startup skills. Providing seed funding, incubation facilities, and mentorship enable students and faculty to translate ideas into ventures. Partnership with industry, government, and investors can sustain platforms. Encouraging interdisciplinary problem solving and technology commercialization fosters impactful innovation. Diverse student teams and collaboration should be incentivized. Holistic initiatives encompassing learning, infrastructure, and networks are vital to unlock the entrepreneurial potential of the Nigerian youth. This requires robust public-private coordination. It is essential for the government, educational institutions, industry, and civil society to work in harmony to create an ecosystem where innovations flourish and sustainable development is a reality. The government must provide the necessary policies, frameworks, and incentives. The private sector must step up to complement these efforts. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, we must agree that the future of Nigeria hinges on the quality of education we provide in our tertiary institutions. By fostering collaboration and innovation in both public and private sectors, we can stimulate research and development, thereby driving sustainable growth and ensuring a brighter future for our great nation. Let us be encouraged by the giant strides the federal government is making in bettering the lots of Nigerians. The President has been working tirelessly to reposition our economy and improve the quality of lives of Nigerians. He has been meeting investors across the globe and winning them back into the country. I can assure you with certainty that these moves have already started yielding results. The 8-point agenda of this administration has so far proven to be the game changer, as we have already noticed considerable improvements in security in areas of terrorism, banditry, and kidnapping. To our children graduating from this prestigious university, now is the right time to be graduates. This administration is centered around youth-friendly policies. Why we turn up policies to address the high unemployment rate, especially among the youths in the country. I encourage you to embrace new challenges and meet them with strength and courage. There is a student loan policy with over 10 billion naira budgeted for it. I therefore implore you all to take full advantage of this opportunity for innovation and entrepreneurship and become better versions of yourselves. The federal government has also launched a National Talent Export Program to show up Nigeria's foreign exchange earnings and create 1 million in-demand jobs nationwide for 5 years. The new initiative seeks to position Nigeria as an export hub for talent outsourcing in Africa, following the example of India, Bangladesh, Mexico, and the Philippines. This lecture has highlighted the pivotal yet and a leveraged role of tertiary education within Nigeria's national development agenda. While public universities drove initial expansion. Private universities have absorbed growing demand but remain small in scale. Neither sector in isolation can provide the diversity of teaching, research, and engagement needed for the 21st century economic and social progress. Well-designed collaboration between government and private entities is imperative to build, fund, and steer a world-class system. Examples worldwide demonstrate the potency of public-private coordination around shared objectives. With concerted efforts, the tertiary education ecosystem can foster the research output, innovation, and work-ready skills needed to unleash inclusive growth. Unlocking these dividends will require all stakeholders to expand vision, thinking, and funding beyond silos. Nigeria's future global competitiveness begins with the classrooms, laboratories, and campuses, nurturing its next generation. Thank you for your kind attention, and I look forward to a collective effort to transform Nigeria's education system for the better. Long live the Igbinedion University of Okada. Long live the good people of this state, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Give me the.
And we continue to clap until it gets to a seat. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, so that we can proceed. Please round up that segment quickly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You give them a round of applause. At this juncture, may I, in the tradition of the university, humbly request the Honorable Chancellor to kindly present a plaque to our distinguished guest speaker as a token of appreciation for that wonderful lecture.
When
Buratai, retired. One-time Nigerian ambassador to the Republic of Benin, former Chief of Army Staff, COAS, Nigeria Army, is a seasoned and brilliant senior military officer who served the nation without blemish in various capacity for over 3 decades until he voluntarily retired in January 2021 and thereafter appointed as an ambassador. Your Excellency, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Lieutenant General Buratai, an optimist who sees opportunity in every difficulty, was born on the 24th of November, 1960, at Buratai Town, Biao local government area, Borno State. Upon completion of his primary education, he was enrolled at Government Teachers College, Pakituk School in present Yobe State, and he graduated with distinction. From there, he was admitted into the prestigious Nigerian Defense Academy, NDE. He is of the 29th Regular Combatant Corps on the 1981. Your Excellency, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, 17th of December, 1989, into the Infantry Corps of the Nigeria Army. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, Ambassador Buratai, being very conscious of the witty saying, getting success is not an easy phenomenon. It needs knowledge, skill, and most importantly, regular practice. Wasted no time in furthering his education. The result of these distinguished ladies and gentlemen are Bachelor of Arts History, Master of Arts in quick succession from the famous University of Maiduguri in 1990 and 1992, respectively. We should clap for that. We obtained a professional Master of Philosophy MP in Security Study at Bangladesh University in 2009. His Excellency is also a proud holder of an honorary doctorate degree PhD in leadership and peace from the Kaduna State University in 2018. Of course, His Excellency is a dignified professor of strategic study at large from our great and authentic university, Igbinedion University, Okada. Your Excellency, permit me therefore to describe His Excellency as a professor of repute, whose professional and administrative competence is second to none. His tenure as Chief of Army Staff witnessed massive transformation in terms of professionalism, responsive military, training, innovations, cyber warfare, and cyber security, to mention but few. Your Excellency, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Tony Robbins once said, "No getting so secret to the compelling future." I can tell you, Mr. Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that His Excellency, Professor Buratai, is a go-getter of some sort. While serving as Chief of Army Staff, the Nigerian Army Intelligence Corps enjoyed a lot of improvements through the procurement of military equipment. The Nigerian Army Interagency Cooperation was first. It was prevented through exercises like pattern dance, crocodile smile, having Kunama, IM Akpatuman, and Shells Samiti, amongst others. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Professor Buratai, despite his academic prowess, attended several military training, just as much as he has served in many capacities in the Nigerian Army, within and outside the country. The various training and position held earned him many honors and awards locally and internationally. He now go through some school as far as the military is concerned from henceforth, such as the Nigeria Army Medal, NAM, under the military merit, Brazil. First Service Star, FSSS. Meridional Service Star, MSS. Distinguished Service Star, DSS. Grand Service Star, GSS. Pass Star Cross Dagger. PSC, National Defense College, NDC, Bangladesh. Field Commander Medal of Honor, FCMH. Foreign National Honor Award, FNHM. I can go on and on. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen. His Excellency, Ambassador Professor Buratai, is a man of destiny, highly favored. He has a day with the month of January, as we're going to see hereafter. He got his promotion, I mean his promotions from 1985, 1994, 1999, 1998, 2004, 2009, and 2012 on the 3rd of January, respectively. The only difference perhaps in all of these promotions is his last rank of Lieutenant General, which was given to him on the 13th of August, 2015. Your Excellency, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, beside all this, is also an author of many books, and he has been written so much on by scholars. Among these books are The Legend of T.Y. Buratai, Thought and Principles of Leadership, Duty Course, The Lonely Grave, to mention but few. His Excellency Professor Buratai is a member of several professional and academic bodies. One of such is Historical Society of Nigeria. His hobby includes farming, squash, rocket, and jogging. He's happily married, and the marriage is blessed with 4 male children and 4 female children. Your Excellency, sir, very distinguished gentlemen, I have the honor, therefore, to invite to the podium an ambassador per excellence, a very brilliant Lieutenant General, scholar, author, and above all, Professor of Strategic Study at large for his award. Thank you, sir.